Most limited color. We do have the other two beautiful exclusive colors in that lavender and that beautiful blue. So stick around or take advantage of that early if you would like. You can do that on financing. It's almost $200 off our price. So we're gonna start right here though, because another thing that HP does really, really well are their all-in-one printers, copiers, scanners, and fax machines. So we have the most insane deal I think I've ever seen here. Literally, I cannot believe, because this is the one, it's $120, $110 all-in-one that we're doing at $59. And if that sounds impressive, it gets better. You are not only getting a steal of a deal on this laptop with great quality, you are getting virtually, two $25 in cards to put towards future ink purchases, but it also comes included with 6 months of ink right out of the gate. When was the last time you checked how much you spent on ink? It's absolutely, you can easily spend $59 a month. One time to go to the store and get just the art cartridges that you need. You're getting essentially 16 months worth of ink. On top of this being a great all-in-one, doing the job for you. Free shipping and an incredible hot deal price. Aaron Berger, I'm a little flabbergasted, and I'm not even kidding.
This is a wild deal,
This is like
right?
insane to me.
How often do you sell something that costs $59 and include $50
worth of stuff?
It's essentially $9.99, right? That's what it feels like after you take out the gift card. It's like $9.99.
I know.
For a printer, copier, scanner, auto document feeder, flatbed scan. It's awesome.
It's the all-in-one that you're wanting.
Yeah.
And as I said, March is officially our HP month to celebrate. So we go crazy.
Yeah, HP month is a big thing at HSN. HP, which is my brand, and we're gonna have it here for the next hour together. It's gonna be, I never get to spend an hour with you,
what
by
a
the
treat
way.
for
So,
me.
yeah, this is gonna be fun. We are the #1 selling brand at the network for all the great health and beauty and fashion and fitness and things that HSN sells. The #1 brand here, because we all need the things that HP brings. The #1 brand here is HP. We are the #1 computer manufacturer in America. We're the #1 printer manufacturer in America. Let's get into this printer and I'll tell you why. I love it so much. And I've sold a lot of printers. I've been here 19 years. I genuinely think this is the best deal I've ever had, because I've never done, we'll just show you this real fast. I've never done a printer that comes with two $25 instant ink cards. I've done a printer that comes with one $25 card. I don't think I've ever done one that comes with two. So it's just like, if you were going to buy ink for the old printer you have at home right now, you'd probably spend $50, $60, $70. So more than you're spending today. Today, you get the printer, and I'm gonna explain HP Instant Ink to you in a minute. It's awesome. You get the printer, you get 6 months of HP Instant Ink with the printer, plus you get $50 of Instant Ink cards. So that works out to about 16 months of printing. Okay?
That works for me.
Before you ever spend a penny. I know. Right? Or I should say an extra penny.
An extra penny.
Before you ever spend an extra penny. The reason I have all these papers out here, so 16 months of printing at about 50 pages a month. This is how many prints so you see all of these color prints, all of these photo prints. When's the last time you printed an 8x10 photo?
Oh my
by the
gosh,
way?
before draining your cartridge.
Right, you see all these prints? You're gonna be able to print 3 times this many just with the ink and the ink cards that we include. So that's about 250. You're gonna be able to print 800. With the white paper next to it, this is about 800 sheets. Just to give you an idea of how much ink or ink cards we're including. Now there's something even better than that in my opinion. I know, awesome, right? The thing that is even better than that, in my opinion, is this is what's called HP Instant Ink. So you don't have to go to the store, and I don't have to go to the store, and you don't have to go to the store to buy ink with your ink cards when it runs low. Ink automatically comes to your door. Yeah, you have
I'm
it,
on
don't
the program
you?
now, and it's the best, and it's like, it knows when you get low on ink, and it just automatically sends to your door, so you're never like, honey, I'm printing off my tax documents, and there's nothing worse to me than running out of ink. It's so frustrating, especially if you've got kids in school, and if you need something like for morning time.
Totally.
This is such a great deal, just the ink story alone. It saves you so much money. I remember the last time I went to the store to get ink cartridges before I went on the Instant Ink program, I was
It's wild.
I was mad when I left
wild.
the store. I was literally...
It's like a full tank of gas.
I
right?
was livid. So I said, I'm done with that. That is ridiculous. What a waste of money. So I went Instant Ink about, I guess, a year ago
And
now.
it only costs a couple bucks a month. We'll get to that in just 1 second. I want to show you real quickly another great thing about this. So we've talked about, the savings and that kind of stuff, but the printer itself, if I can just back out of the savings part for a minute, the printer itself is awesome. I am printing right now directly from my phone. You'll be able to print from your phone, your tablet, or your computer. It doesn't matter the operating system, if it's Apple, if it's a PC, if it's Android, you can print from any device. How many photos do you take with your phone? And then how many do you actually print out? Almost nobody prints their photos because you usually have to send it to your computer first, and then you don't have to do that. You and anyone who's at your house, if you give them permission, can print directly to your printer, which makes just a great big difference. So being able to use all your devices is awesome. I will say it's an incredibly sleek printer too. If we just kind of look at it for a second, it's not a huge, ugly gray box. It's really pretty. It has these this light that you can kind of see. Maybe we'll be able to get the shot. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can. The kind of light that shines down while it's printing. It's all flat buttons on the side, smart buttons that pop up automatically, like for example, all you could really do right now while it's printing is cancel. So the cancel button is highlight for you. Oh, it has built-in copying. It has built-in scanning. So just don't let the price suggest to you, oh, this is an entry printer. It's really not. It's a printer, it's a copier, it's a scanner. We're in tax season. This is an auto document feeder. You can put up to 35 pages at a time in here, so you don't have to do 1, 2, 3 pages at a time. But it also has a flatbed scanner on it. So if you're scanning something that has dimension to it, a book or something like that, or your jewelry for tax record, whatever it is, you can scan all of those things or copy those things as well.
Do you hear anything? Because I don't.
So quiet.
It's so quiet. And I am just always impressed. And I don't have this model at home. I have an HP, a small compact one like this that I love to death. In fact, my son's girlfriend said, hey, can I come over and print some things? And she just like connected to Bluetooth and she was like printed right off my printer. And I'm like, and I wasn't even mad because she wasn't wasting ink.
Yeah, right. Because these cost, Callie, and we'll cost you, using HP Instant Ink, and again, we'll go over the gift cards again in a minute, gift cards and all that. HP Instant Ink only costs a couple bucks a month. So this print is between 7 and 10 cents. This isn't, you're probably used to going to like the drugstore or something like that if you have to print a full 8.5 by 11.
I would imagine that's a couple dollars.
Yeah, $3 or $4
really?
usually. They
okay.
absolutely, if you buy them in bulk, you might get them down to $2 a piece. These are
$2 versus 8 cents?
It's a humongous difference. It's a huge difference. And what it means is, if you're a crafter, if you have kids in school, or if you're just printing, photos for around the house, if you run an at-home business, whatever you're doing, you'll let yourself print more because you're not like, oh man, that costs a fortune to print. Right. It doesn't cost a fortune to print anymore. And when it's out of ink, you don't even have to go to the store to buy it. So let's talk about HP Instant Ink.
Yes, let's do that.
Here's the still. What is HP Instant Ink? I'm glad you asked. Here's what it is. HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service where you save up to 50% on original ink. Here's how it works. Your printer orders ink for you, so you'll always have it. So when your printer runs low on ink, it automatically lets HP know, it shows up at your door, done. Monthly plans are based on pages printed, not cartridges used. That means you can do full color. It doesn't matter if you're going through the cartridges faster, it doesn't cost any more. You can do full color, 8.5 by 11 every single time if you want. It doesn't cost any more. There's no annual fee. You can change or cancel your plan at any time, and the ink, the shipping, and the cartridge recycling are all included. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds great, how much? How much does this cost me per month? Well, it starts at $1.49. So if you print 10 pages a month, it's $1.49. If you're on the 50-page plan, which a lot of us are, I think that's probably what most of the hosts and guests at HSN do, it's what I do, $4.99 a month. So that's 10 cents a page. Or 100 pages for $6.99 a month, 7 cents a page. So that's why I say between about 7 and 10 cents, just depending on how much you print. Callie, what I think is extraordinary is that it costs less, about 50% less, to use HP Instant Ink. Think about it this way. If your refrigerator automatically replaced your milk and your butter and your cheese for you. So if you went to bed at night and you'd eaten all the butter and all the cheese and all the milk, and you got up the next morning and it was just magically there.
Refilled.
Refilled, you would be happy to pay twice as much for that, right? That's a service that is worth. You would think, oh, well, that's going to cost twice as much. Not half as much for them to do it for me, but HP Instant Ink, it's half as expensive.
It's literally the best thing ever. Like best thing ever. Best thing I've done, I mean, all last year. Just knowing I've probably saved hundreds of dollars over the course of a year by not having to go replace those cartridges that are, it's like 80 bucks. It's insane to me. These are the 2 gift cards that you're getting. They're both for, they're $25 Instant Ink credit, so you can put that towards future, deliveries, but it will automatically deliver to you. And included, even before you're getting these, you are also getting 6 months worth of ink in the actual all-in-one. So it really is a lot of ink, meaning a lot of printing, even in full color. It doesn't matter, and you can literally like load that up. Auto dock feeder.
Oh yeah, let me show you guys. Sorry,
Which I love.
Pops right in here.
Yep.
And something you'll notice, when you put this in, when you put in photos or when you lift the lid, the lights on the buttons pop up for you down here. So now if you want to do color copy, you press the color button. If you want to do black and white, you touch the black and white, and you can do as many copies as you want. So I'm just going to press that twice. So now this will make 2 copies for us. Again, you can have up to 35 pages at a time in the auto document feeder. As we get into tax season, having an auto doc feeder is so important because you do so many more documents. And I think of like registering kids for summer sessions and those sort of things. It's just really nice to be able to do many pages at one time, and that's what the auto doc feeder lets you do.
I was also reading that you can send a fax by using sending an email.
You can do it, and it's free through the HP Smart app, which is free to download. This is the HP Smart app. I will show it to you right now that I'm using. I just went into what they call their little printable section. I'm printing out this little here, I'll put it down here for you guys. This little art project right now. You can print your photos directly from your phone. You can print from HP printables. To Callie's point, to send a fax, you basically scan the document and then you fax it right through your phone.
So it really, truly is an all-in-one. If you want to, search this, it's the NV60. What is it, 6458e. That's the model. You will not find $59 on this printer anywhere but here. Again, we celebrate HP all month during the month of March. Only the month of March. Well, not only, but especially on the month of March. It's the biggest and the best deals. And I mean, this is an essential. Every home needs to have a printer.
Absolutely.
And a copier and a scanner.
Absolutely. I did one little silly thing because I really want to make the point that we don't usually include this much instant ink. And I think that's a really big deal for most people.
Agreed.
So I made a calendar with my printer. Get it? You're in on the joke. So 16 months. It's April. You won't have to buy ink April, May, June, July. I won't bore you to death, right? But you get the idea. You get 16 months of ink with this because of the ink cards and all of that. So that brings us to June. You make it to June 2026. That's the middle of next year before you even have to think about ink. And then when you do buy ink, remember, it's that monthly, so it starts at $1.49 a month. If you want to go to the store and just use regular ink cartridges in this, you absolutely can do that as well. So that's entirely up to you. I just want to say that, but frankly, you save so much money and so much time using
I remember, it was like last year, I came home from that ink store, you know the ones. I was in a bad mood for the entire day. I'm like, I was just like, do you know how much ink is these days? I was
ravaged it.
Furious. So it really is kind of like the best little secret for anybody who hasn't heard about it. Try Instant Ink. You're going to be like, oh, I can think of a lot of things I'll do with all that money I'm saving on ink.
Amen.
We move from, yes, tax season is here, so this is going to be an essential, but so is a great shredder. And we all know it's so important. There's so many people out there that are trying to steal people's identity.